Hello everybody, this is Gibby the Scrapper. I'm out here in Doghouse again. Today I'm going to do a video on doing a LCD monitor, a TFT. And the company is Corna. Let's see what we've got here. Maybe I got that right. Okay, let's flip this around here. First thing I want to do is get this stand off of it. Take the stand off. It's held together here. Screws. Let me get you a little better. I'll just pop my screws out here so we can disassemble this. I need to use a longer screwdriver to get down into the screws holding the base on. I believe that's holding the base, but we're going to find out. Let's flop that over here. We got a few screws here. We're going to take this off, get this. This is all shred, steel. Ferrous, whatever you want to call that. To me, it's all magnetic. It's just a lesser of all the metals. Let's pull that out. I had one of my subscribers wanted me to do a review on tools. I see what's holding me right here. Wanted me to do video on tool comparisons, and a lot of times I used to just do nothing but Craftsman, so that's why you'll see a lot of my tools Craftsman. The Craftsman moved out of my area. I don't even know if they've got any Craftsman businesses anymore. I think Craftsman sold out to somebody. So let's see what we've got here. So now I'm finding a little bit less expensive items, tools that ain't to the quality that I'm accustomed to. But I'm finding some that are not bad at all. Like this little screwdriver here. This set of screwdrivers, I bought that from Harbor Freight. That thing, if you notice, has been used as a chisel. It's taking up a beating from me. I really put tools through a lot of stress. Okay, there we go. That popped off. Let's set the monitor over here for a minute. We're going to go ahead and take off our base. This is where we get our weight for the shred. My power drill is a DeWalt. I've got extra batteries for it. Batteries for them pretty expensive, but I'll tell you what, I don't want another brand of power tool on my DeWalt. I am so sold on the performance of that piece of equipment. I've got another one, half inch drill. I got that inside my other shop. This is all plastic, guys, so we'll put this over here for the plastic. Put that in plastic pile. Now that's all steel, every bit of that. So we'll put that in our steel pile here. Now let's bring the monitor back. Now we got low grade circuit board here. So I have silver on the other side of it. Because if you look, what tells me that is these switches here. There you go. These switches tells me this circuit board has got silver. Possibly gold, but I have not found one that's gold. So let's get this off from the plastic. Then we're going to cut that wire so it frees up my board. Let's do this one. I got so many of these pliers. I had a pair of Napa side cuts, and I had them for about 30 years. Finally I took them in because it was nicking and all this here. This one here is my replacement. Now this one ain't even a couple years old. And I've already got nicks. Can you see that in there? So I think their quality went down. There's where your silver's at on this circuit board. This has got one gold bond wire in the LEDs. I like saving them LEDs. I've got people in the trains, electric train sets. They take these, they put them in their little houses, they put them at stoplights, and everything that way. So I do save them. Now this is just low grade board. I'm going to send that out to my board. My board buyer. Now these this wire here, this is going into the LED or the light system. Now I normally just snip that off here. Snip the wires here. These are all low grade insulated wires. Let's pull this, cut this off the circuit board here. I put that in my low grade insulated wires. All these wires on here are basically low grade. So next project I want to do, let's get this side done. Next project, yeah, listen to this. I'm like a science teacher. Let's cut off that plastic. This is the other set of lights. Now, we can take this part. I've got to turn around, and I'm going to use this is Craftsman. Like I said, most of my tools, you'll find out it's Craftsman. I used to love Craftsman until they closed down. Now I can't find replacements for them. Sometimes on like my sockets, I'll put them through the test. I don't know how many Craftsman sockets I've split. I've never had a problem taking my stuff back. They started this old routine. This is not a lifetime warranty. It's based on the tap and die. And folks, when I started buying my tools, it was back in the 70s. And we never heard nothing such. This is not warranted lifetime when we bought from Sears. The only thing they didn't lifetime warranty was their power equipment, electronic. And I can understand that. For their hand tools, everything was lifetime guaranteed. And I went to turn my tap die. I broke a couple dies. This here, steel. So I went to turn in a couple dies that I broke in one tap. And the salesperson, the manager there, says, "We don't warranty them." And I said, "Since when?" And he says, we've never had them where they weren't lifetime." I said, "That's not true." So I hope, all I'm doing is cutting this wire right here. I hope you guys see what I'm doing. But anyway, let me cut it this way where you can see under me. Anyway, I said, "Since when?" I said, "My tools, when I bought them, we didn't have that little piece of paper in there saying they weren't lifetime." And I told him again, I was buying my stuff. Now I pulled this board like so. Excuse me, here I'm pulling the board, and I'll lift one end up at a time, breaking loose that tape that's on this board. That's the way I've got all of it. Left this here behind. I do not think any of that gold's on here. But this here is going to go through processing. I do chemical treatments on them. Now, the only thing I'm taking off on this board, I'd say that's a medium to a low grade board. It's got a lot of MLCCs on here. You got some ICs, nice tantalum, or MLCCs here. I will take them. Okay, I won't mess with the smaller ones. I take put my thumb there, let you see the size or finger. I'll put my finger there. Let you see the size I actually take. I'm gonna be taking these. There's 5 of them there, 6, 7. The others ain't worth it. Not to me. I don't have the chemicals to really process them all the way. I like these. I don't know if you call these flat tips, needle nose, or whatever. But I like getting in here, grab a hold of these, and twist. That gives me my MLCC. Let me pull that out so I can start putting them in here. After I'm going to do a screwdriver. I can't get in it between them with those pliers, so I'll put the screwdriver here and twist a little bit, and it breaks it loose. Right there she is. Let it fall in. Here's another one. That went down. Push down and into the board as you twist, and it pops them loose. I got a couple here I'm taking. Now that one just went there. Okay, now I can use them flat tip pliers again. Pop the, oh, these are a little bit bigger to me, so I'm not messing with this side. These down here, here's a nice hunky chunker one. And we'll put them there. Basically what I'm going after on them is the silver content. I've seen how I can make it pour them in nitric acid, and I hope that can get my silver out of there. That's going to be an experiment for me later on down the road. We're going to take this off. That's a quad legged, or quad sided IC chip. This is for my gold recovery. I'll put that in with my ICs. And now this board is ready to go. And I might just take, if this comes off pretty good, yeah, it came off pretty well. So I'm taking off these small ICs if I can get a bite on them. There. Now it's good to go. That's going to go in the boards. I have not sold the board sort yet. I got to get a hold of Chris and have him restart my account because evidently it's not recognizing me. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this plastic off, I hope. Let's see, it shouldn't be attached to nothing. Yeah, I got two down here. I got a couple screws down here, one here and one over here. We're going to take these out. That's holding the plastic on me. And then we'll have nothing but the screen here. And for you that like hobbies, once I get down to the screens, I'll show you something that you may want to do. You men that want to surprise your wife that likes gardening, you can use these to make a greenhouse. Now I've got brass in here. You can go after these if you want. That's brass. So it's not brass coated. It's not brass coated steel. It is actually brass. So I'll set that aside. We'll pull that brass. I may not do that on the screen. Okay. Now we got two screws here. We're going to pull loose. And all this is ferrous. And those that are starting out, if you keep these screws in a bucket, check them all, because you can have stainless steel. These are actual steel. You have stainless steel screws, which would be non-magnetic. And if you get something older, it could be brass. Okay? Keep your screws, watch what they are, and put them in the proper areas. You don't want to sell your brass for shred price. That would defeat your purpose of doing this. Now, pull this out. Now there we go. Now we got what we're after for the circuit boards. You got two circuit boards. Both, this one here is heavy populated, so I'd say that's mid-grade for the population that it has on there. Let me pull them out, I'll show them to you. Should have two screws holding both, one on each end. That freed that one up. This one's going to have four. Okay. Let's pull this one and see what we got here. I'm going to cut them wires, get them off of here. These are my go-to pliers though. I cut everything with them. Steel, I don't care if it's steel, brass, whatever. I use these. Now, if you notice, you got some copper windings here. Okay. Transformers, mini transformers, whatever you want to call them. I'll pull the plastic off. You got a couple IC chips. Another container that's magnetic, but it's got copper windings in it. So you can pull that off. You can crush that, use some weight hammer, whatever, smash it, get the copper. But that's just going to go into my boards as is. Let me see what's holding me, and I'll bet you I know what's holding me. I got my screws loose. Now, where's my flat ones? Okay, I'm going to take these out. Maybe. They're going to give me a difficulty all the way through. I'm going to screw these. And we're going to get this one loose. This here's tin that I'm taking off. But I don't have no fancy names for this stuff. I just separate it and get my money. A little steel. Again, I'm saving my wire. I get more per pound by the wire than I would by letting it go with my boards. It'd be a good idea to let them go with the boards, but I want every penny I can get out of this. You know, depends on if you got the time. Right now, I'm in a slow hump just coming out of the winter. I'm playing catch up. Now, if we've got an IC, a socketed IC, we're going to pull that out. Maybe, if I can get a hold of it. You guys got any ideas of getting them out quicker than I get? Let me know. I'd be happy. Let's see. I'm going to try something different here. Always try in there. There they are. Okay. Get my channel locks here. We'll get that bad boy. Hopefully in contact or in one piece, but if not, oh well. Doing this. There. Again, that's not ceramic. The number on there, run that in Google, you can find out how that's made, what it's made of. Now we're going to take this other IC off here. Careful when you're working with knives. I would tell you, like I normally been told, you don't pull the knife toward you, you push it away. But that is a pain trying to do that in this. Little ICs. We're going to cut them off. I have my cellular board as a low grade. A lot of my boards will go for low grades, even if they're borderline on low grade and medium. So, because I don't really do well on separating the grades. So I just take the ICs. I've got two. Oh, where are they at? Okay, I got two of these oscillators. I'll pop off. One down here. I saved my oscillators. Someday I may figure a way of doing them. Now, this piece here has got gold plating in here, in this plug, but I'm not going to mess with that. This, you got your copper in it. Again, you got your MLCCs and things in this nature on that. And this is all low grade to me. Now, we're going to take and enter into the system here. Open this up. I've got a Craftsman screwdriver laying around here. You need a smaller bit. So I use this, which was actually it says a 0 Phillips. Maybe a 20. I don't know. Can you read that? Okay. Let me get this over where you can see me better when I'm done. I don't see no more. I'm not holding that. Just because I don't see it don't mean it ain't there. Now we got some on the sides there. Oh, we ain't got them on this side, so good. So let's put a screwdriver here. Move that aside. There's little latches there that they got a pin in it. We got a little piece that extrudes out until a slot. Do I get anything in the bottom top? Hold me. We're good there. Okay. Now let's get this one separated, the top. So bend this out so you get a pass there. She's wanting to come out now, but we're going to make sure we get full leverage all the way through. Okay, let's see if I can pull this out now. Good to go. There. This is tin. Oh no, that's aluminum. There's stainless steel. Let's see. Use a little die grinder. It's going to get loud here. That's aluminum, guys. So that goes my sheet aluminum. Okay, see what we got here. Again, this is going to have to be popped. You got little pieces in there holding that. So we'll start popping that loose. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to break that screen. It ain't no biggie if I do, but I just don't want a little shard of glass all over the place. Let's work this side here. Normally I don't take them down this far, but I do want to show you guys what's in this. It's the only reason we're doing this. And a lot of people at work, I turned them onto my channel, and I told them I should get on there. I said I'll show you a few things about what you're buying, what's actually in this stuff, and show you guys what you guys are actually paying for. I said you'll be disappointed for that. No, I'm not putting this nowhere yet. I've got little brass pieces here. If you look close enough, you can see the brass here. See, on each side here, those are easy to pop out. I won't do it on camera, but I'll show you how to get one of them out. Okay, let's move this. We'll get one of them brass pieces out. Maybe we will. But you can get a hold of it. Put your needle nose on the bottom of it. Roll it out. There you are. We'll check with a magnet. Yep, brass. We're going to set that aside. I'm going to pull that out. Okay. Now, this part here, we're getting into an area right now. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was hoping to do. Now this glass has got rubber in it, holding it to the plastic. This is nothing but plastic. Here's a part that I was telling you about. It's glass plated. Now I've seen things, and I don't know how true that is. They say that's indium on here, but you can use one side is shiny, that's where your glass side is, and then this one here you can scrape that indium off. That's supposed to be worth something. Now this here tape is put in between this glass, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the board, roll the board off of this, and now we go through this. This I'm processing. I'll tear it upwards. So I got this. I want this little tape because I'm going to do something here. I'm not sure, but somebody said there's gold bond wires inside these little pieces, or when you see these here, they say there's small bond wire, gold in them. So I'm putting them with my ICs. I'd always rather be safe than throw gold away like that. If I know it's got gold in it, I'm going to try to do my best to either recover the gold myself, or I'm going to send it to some place that can do that. We put enough gold in landfills. I will do another video sometime soon of your glucose strips. Used glucose strips, and I don't advise people to do that unless they're used to working with biohazards. This will go in my recycles under glass. They can process that further on. Here. You can't see through that barely. Okay. You can use this. This is just plastics. These pieces here, they come in different. It's just a clear piece of plastic once I get all the other crap off of it. Okay. And I use that if I'm working inside the house on anything. That's a thick piece. Sometimes they're only maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick. But I'll use that. If I'm working on a table inside the house, I use it to cut on. So I don't scratch up any type of my furniture in the house. If I did that, the wife wouldn't be very happy with me. Again, here's another sheet of plastic. That's just a folded style. I don't know what. It's got some residue on the back of it. Plastic here. You can use this for almost anything. White plastic. All that's going to go into my recycle bin. Let them recycle the plastics. Now, let me mention one more thing here. Go back to this. This clear plastic here, okay? What I've been doing, I've been saving this. Not this thick. Mine's a little thinner. Maybe if I get enough of them this size, I can use these too. This might be good for a door. But I want to take this stuff and